Good morning. My name is Valerie Bayless. I'm a member of this congregation and your worship associate today. On behalf of Reverend Dave Dunn, intern minister Liz Martin, director of religious exploration Lexi T. Brown, our music director Alex Peach, our cellist choir, the greeters, and our dedicated technical team making today's live stream possible. I want to welcome you to the Unitarian Universalist Metro Atlanta North congregation, which we lovingly call UUMAN. UUMAN is a liberal faith community with the mission to nurture our spirit, strive for justice, and transform the world. No matter whom you are, who you love, or where you are on your spiritual journey, you're welcome here. Welcome to everyone joining us remotely. For any visitors who are here for the first time, and if you're comfortable doing so, would you please stand and tell us your name and where you're from so we can get to know you better? Are there any first-time visitors on my left? Hi. Welcome. Any other first-time visitors on my... Hi.
This is our, we're from Roswell, down the street. This is our first time here and our first time at the Universalist Church.
Welcome. Are there any first-time visitors on my right?
I'm Candace, this is my daughter Cora, and this is my husband.
Welcome.
Okay.
Welcome. We have several adult enrichment offerings during second hour. They are listed in your order of worship along with the Youth RE schedule and some upcoming UUMAN events. We need volunteers for a spring spruce up of our building and grounds. Please join us on April 26th at 9 a.m. to help with things like washing windows, screens, tidying sheds, and cutting bamboo. Childcare and activities will be available, so any help you can provide is welcome and appreciated. Our next UU 101 course will be held after service during second hour next Sunday, April 27th, and the following Sunday on May 4th. This course is designed for people who are new to UUMAN and want to learn more about us. To register, please scan the QR code at the greeter's desk or see Lynn Hannon or Rosie Pop for more information. And now let us greet one another with the hand or elbow of friendship.
Good to see you, John. Good to see you, John. Hi, Valerie.
Hi.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Great job. I like to rest. Oh my God. She wears the coolest. Yeah. So there's a reason we sit next to each other. I wear orange shoes. She wears the most interesting shoes.
Sing and rejoice, sing and rejoice. Let all things living now sing and rejoice. Living now sing and rejoice, sing and rejoice, sing and rejoice. Let all things living now sing and rejoice, sing and rejoice, sing and rejoice. Let all things living now sing and rejoice, sing and rejoice.
Let all things living now sing and rejoice.
Good morning. This morning's call to worship is by Thomas Rose, who writes, "Some of us are cupped upwards, and some of us spread ourselves out wide. Some of us are old and dried and tougher than we appear. Some of us are still in bud. Some of us grow low to the ground, and some of us stretch towards the sun. Some of us feel like weeds sometimes. Some of us are prickly sometimes. And all of us are beautiful always. We are a bouquet of people. What a bouquet of people we are. And now let us light our chalice together."
Our chalice lighting is called "We Are a People of Beauty." Recognizing the beauty around us and within us, in voice and spirit, we gather to light our chalice. May we savor the beauty of our abundance and diversity, always cherishing one another and our earth. May we remember to inhale the lushness in life, knowing that we are a people of beauty. And now, as you are able, please stand and sing our opening hymn, number 64, "Oh, Give Us Pleasure in the Flowers Today," in the hardback hymnal. Alex will play through once, and then we will sing together. This is the time in our service when children, young and old, are invited to the front for our Time for All Ages. After the story, they're invited to exit into Fellowship Hall for Kids Community for a fun, all-ages activity for the remainder of the service.
Grandpa Rollins story time once again. Okay. All righty, wonderful. Yeah. Well, today is Easter, and Easter is the most important holiday of the year in the Christian religion. And we have a lot of sources that we look to for wisdom. The Christians are the followers of Rabbi Jesus. We get lessons from the Buddha, Patanjali, Black Elk, Socrates, lots of places. And today is a special day for Christians. Yes?
I call Easter Bunny's Day.
Yeah, Easter Bunny's Day, okay. Yeah. Well, this will be a little bit different story, okay? All right, so this I'm going to do a story about Rabbi Jesus, and since it is Easter. Okay, one day, all the followers of Rabbi Jesus, or the people who thought they were followers, came to him and said, well, Master, have we been your good and faithful servants? And he immediately split them into two different groups, okay? And he said, this is like the shepherd dividing the sheep from the goats, because a lot of people who say they follow Jesus don't actually follow Jesus. And Jesus is a smart guy. This is something he realized a long time ago. So he divides them into two groups, and he has a little saying earlier in the same book where he says, beware of wolves in sheep's clothing. Okay, so this is an important point. This idea that who are the true followers and who are not. That's what this story is about. So they come to him and they say, Master, have we been your good and faithful servants? And to some of the group, he says, yes, because when I was hungry, you fed me. When I was sick, you helped me get well. And when I was cold, you gave me extra clothes to put on. And they look at each other and scratch their heads and they say, Master, we didn't do any of that. You must be talking about somebody else. We've never seen you hungry. We've never seen you cold. We've never seen you sick. I mean, you're the one that heals us, right? You're a famous healer. You do the loaves and fishes for the multitude. You feed people. You are the helper. And then Jesus says something that's very simple, but very, very important. So, Alex, could I get a drum roll, please? All right. And Jesus says, as you have done it to the least of these, you've done it to me. And I think that's really cool when you think about it. In other words, if you want to serve Jesus or you want to serve human or the world, go serve people who need it, okay? Jesus is saying, if you go serve those people over there, you're serving me. Because it's like we're all one big person, okay? And when you think about it, that makes a lot of sense. Because if people are hungry and sick and all of that, they can't do good work. They're not, well enough to help their families, all of that. So if you help other people, get well and have enough to eat and be warm with clothing and shelter and all of that, you're helping the whole world. It just lifts up everybody. So, as you have done it to the least of these, you have done it to me and to you, to them, to everybody, to the whole world. Okay. All right, now it's time for Kids Community.
At this point in our service, we share our joys with each other to magnify them, and our sorrows to divide the weight of their pain. If you're so moved, please feel free to come forward, say your name, drop a pebble in the bowl, and express a joy or a sorrow that you may have. For those of you attending via live stream, if you have a joy or a sorrow, you can drop it into the live stream chat.
I am Dirk Bender, and there aren't enough pebbles to express the unbelievable joy that I have at all the great support I got from this community and from friends and family as well. Whoever was able to just send a card or just text, let them know that they were thinking of me. I mean, it put a new perspective on how important it is to reach out to people however you can. And I'm so incredibly grateful that I'm part of this beloved community. For those of you who haven't been following my medical soap opera, I was in the hospital for 42 days. I got released just a little over 2 weeks ago, and I'm getting stronger and recovering well, as you can see. But again, thank you all so much.
Hello, good morning. My name is Constance, and if any of you have been here the last time I think that was last week, I have an update about my grandfather. Unfortunately, he did have a mass in his intestines, but the good news is that they were able to get it out. And we are currently waiting on pathology to tell us the results of what it was.
Hi, I'm Sarah Hunter, a member, and I have actually 2 pebbles of joy. This past week, my grandson turned 14, and my granddaughter, Nico, turned 18. I can't believe they're that old, but 2 pebbles.
I'm Meredith McCaskey. I'm a member here. This pebble is for Kilmar Abrego Garcia and all of the other immigrants who have been kidnapped by ICE. He is currently in an El Salvadorian prison concentration camp. And has been for the past month, and our president says there's nothing he can do to bring him back, which is bullshit.
Hello, my name is Todd Callan. I'm a member of the congregation. I'd like to drop a pebble of joy for my son Dylan, who graduates in a few weeks. We've accomplished 2 things as parents. One is we kept him alive until his graduation, which we never thought we could do. And then the second is he's actually selected a school to go to. He's going to be attending the University of Cincinnati this fall. So this is for Dylan.
Good morning. My name is Gus Haydorn. On Tuesday, my youngest daughter, Rose, on Earth Day, will be 26. And on Saturday, she will be married.
Aww.
Hi, I'm Judy Jewell. I've been a member here for almost 20 years. And this week I am celebrating 10 years of cancer-free.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Philippi, a member here of this congregation. I want to let you guys know that the first 2 weekends of May, Thursday, Friday, Saturday in May, is the Milton Cirque performance. And if you haven't been, I advise you to go. It is a brilliant performance, and I'm not just saying that because my daughter is in 6 acts. But I'm a little bit proud of her. It will be amazing to see. And then second, thank you to everyone who has been thinking about my husband Kyle and asking about him. He is doing well. We have surgery this Friday, and then we'll be on the road to recovery after that. So thanks, everyone.
I just wanted to drop a pebble for our students. They are starting, if you have anyone that's in 3rd, 4th, or 5th, or 8th grade, they have milestone testing, which is extremely stressful for everyone involved. So just keep them in your thoughts this week, because they're going to do their very best, and I know they're going to do great, but I want everyone to be thinking of them.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson, a member of the dedicated live stream team. And today we have a pebble of joy because the live stream is going incredibly crazy to see Dirk Bender and Ann Bender back in the congregation.
And I will drop one final pebble for those joys or sorrows that are still too tender to escape the folds of our hearts. Let's keep each other in our thoughts this week. Garden Prayer by David Horst. Early in the morning, before the children are awake and the grass is still dewy, I like to walk in my garden. It's my garden, only because it shares the same small plot of land my family and I inhabit. The garden doesn't really belong to me. I belong to it, at least for the short time that I'm here. Today I'm still in my slippers and I still have my first cup of coffee in hand. Much of what grows had been planted 2 or 3 homeowners ago. Some I've planted since our arrival, but if they belong to anyone or anything, the plants and flowering trees I come to see and smell, viburnum, dogwood, magnolia, crabapple, belong to the sun and the rain and the soil. These living things are a beauty not of my making, though surely made of my desire. At the moment, the rose bushes are in full burst of red and perfume. The hydrangeas are sure to open their moppy heads as soon as the sun falls upon them. The weedy-looking globe thistles are turning lovely blue and spiky. The foxglove, however, rules the garden. Its central stalk is 5 feet high and heavy with pink, scoop-shaped blossoms with charming freckles inside. I am awed by the abundance. I'd intended to walk the garden simply to observe and wonder. But there's a weed that must be pulled, a stray stem that has to be pruned, a blossom drooping and fading that should be snipped. So I set down my coffee cup on the back porch, grab a small pail, and go to work. I end up with muddy hands, wet slippers, and a pail full of weeds and trimmings. Why can't I simply observe and wonder? Won't the beauty of my small garden survive without me? I step back to the porch to retrieve my coffee, now cold, stamp the dew off my slippers, and take one look back at the garden before I return to the house. The garden is no more beautiful than when I first arrived. My weed pulling, pruning, and snipping haven't really improved the garden, nor made that much of a difference as far as I know. It's like prayer. The words I speak don't really change anything, but I know they change me.
We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now, it is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now, it is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now, it is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love.
In an effort to fulfill and further the vision and mission of this congregation, we ask that our members and friends share of their time, treasure, and talents. With this, we will now take the offering. You may also use the Give Now option in the Breeze app. This month's 50/50 recipient is Keep Roswell Beautiful. Any check specifically designated as 50/50 or any Breeze donations signifying 50/50 this month will go to support their work.
We accept this sacred offering, generously given by our beloved members and friends. May we use it wisely and judiciously in service to our mission. Before his death at the hands of the Nazis in 1942, Dr. Norbert Capek, founder of the Unitarian Church in Czechoslovakia, introduced to his Prague Unitarian congregation the flower ceremony he called the Flower Communion. He introduced this special service to that church in June 1923. For some time, he had felt the need for a symbolic ritual that would bind people more closely together. The format had to be one that would not alienate any of those who had forsaken other traditions. So he turned to the native beauty of their countryside for elements of a communion that would be genuine to them. And this simple service was the result.
This is the blessing of the flowers that Norbert Capek wrote. Quote, join me in a spirit of blessing, if you will. Infinite Spirit of life, we ask thy blessing on these, thy messengers of fellowship and love. May they remind us, amid diversities of knowledge and of gifts, to be one in desire and affection and devotion to thy holy will. May they also remind us of the value of comradeship, of doing and sharing alike. May we cherish friendship as one of thy most precious gifts. May we not let awareness of another's talents discourage us or sully our relationship, but may we realize that whatever we can do, great or small, the efforts of all of us are needed to do thy work in this world. End quote. These flowers brought by you are gifts of grace. From an ordinary seed, they spring forth in unimaginable beauty. And the fact that they've been brought here this morning is the greatest gift of all, a gift that demands nothing in return. I would also add that there is grace for those of us who forgot to bring a flower. Because there are always enough. May there always be enough. May these flowers be blessed with that unconditional love that we have for one another.
Today is a new day, truly an hour for hope and joy and gladness. Let us be thankful for the existence of flowers and open ourselves to their long wisdom. Their strange beauty greets us in unexpected places, as if there's a particular grace that's stronger than our carelessness and indifference. If you forgot to bring a flower this morning, no worries, we have extra. As the Spirit moves you, please come forward and take a flower. May it symbolize for you the hope, joy, and gladness of this day.
left, and then to the right, to the left. Now.
I invite you to take a moment to take a closer look at your flower. Note it's your new flower's particular shape and beauty. Please remember to handle it carefully. It is a gift that someone else has brought to you. It represents that person's unique humanity and therefore deserves your greatest care. May you take it with you today to remember the gift of community and of the nature that brought us these beautiful gifts. And now, as you are able, please stand to sing our closing hymn, number 1052 in the softback hymnal, The Oneness of Everything. Alex will play it through once, and then we will sing together.
On the grasp of
And now let us extinguish our chalice together. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, and the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned, circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children, keep the circle whole. Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned, circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children, keep the circle whole.
Within the heart of the flower, the fountain of beauty. Within the heart of the community, a fire that warms and dances. Within the heart of each of us, a spark of the spirit of life. Holy, holy, holy. Go in peace and enjoy your week.
Cookies for the fam. I love it. Oh, baby girl.
Oh, thank you, Alex.
I tell you what.
Lindsay, see you soon.
Thanks.
Thank you, Alex.
What'd she say?
We don't need the rest of those tenors.
Yeah, we don't normally sound like that. That's right.
You had it.
Otherwise, we would be off key.
Yeah, I always do that sort of old chant in falsetto because it's never worth trying to get those notes. I think it is too.
You have to be gentle with it.
Easily ways or ones.
No.
You're right now.
What are you saying? You're fantastic. What's this new one that we just did?
That went over really well. Yeah, that one, and I like Harmony.
You do? You're one of the few people who do.